What's going on, Colin? Let's just get right on it. I don't want this to be a 15-minute video and just lecture you to death. If what I say interests you, let's get on the phone. Let's get on a FaceTime call. We can have a two-way conversation about it. Because I'm not trying to play God here. This is your future. I want to hear your opinion and what you think. So I want to talk about four things. In your mechanics and your movement patterns, which is your initial weight shift, your arm at initial foot strike, your glove direction, and your lower body after your hips rotate. So let's just get right into it, man. So first thing I see with your initial weight shift is it's late. We want your initial weight shift to be starting like right here. And what I mean by initial weight shift is you'll see when you get to about right here, your body starts to drift down the mound. And when you do start to drift, you drift well. You have a good drift. But if we start to drift early, number one, and we add a coil, which is a term coined for a certain leg lift that helps tighten the back leg and engage the rear glute, I really think we're going to clean up some things at the later part of the delivery. We also see at initial foot strike, your arm is late. At initial foot strike, we most likely want to be in this position right here, which is flip up or somewhere close to it. So somewhere from 60 to 90 degrees. You right now are not there. You are close to getting there. You're one frame away. You see, we do one frame and you get in that position, but you need to be at this flip up position at this part in the at this part in the delivery right here. It's not bad, but I definitely think it needs work. Here's an example of Jacob deGrom. This is the position his arm is in at initial foot strike. Next thing I want to look at, which might clean up your late arm, is your direction with your glove. As you can see from this position to here, here to here, it kind of looks like your arm just doesn't know what to do in space and time. And because of that, your torso is just leaking. The modern day term is like flying open. And that's a bit of an issue. And how we would fix that is through counterbalance training. So this is counterbalance training. What this basically does is it forces you to have a tighter rotation with your glove hand. He has a black ball in his hand right now, which is about 4 pounds. And as you can see how it forces him to have a tight rotation with his glove hand. And that's what we want you to get. So after your hips rotate, you have an extremely aggressive trail leg. What I mean by an extremely aggressive trail leg, when your leg kicks forward, your upper body crunches. That motion right there. What is happening there is your front leg just does not have the ability to accept the force that your back leg gave, and your upper body is doing the same thing. It just can't accept the force. So you see that like crunching motion. It's also the hip not being able to rotate correctly and have a good lead leg block. We can use Jacob deGrom as an example as well. You can see as he lands, his hips rotate, and then he has like a stiff front leg. It could look like a quad driven movement, but in reality, it's his hips rotating. As you can see, this is basically a split squat or a reverse lunge position. So what's happening is you just don't have enough single leg strength, and we would just destroy single leg strength in the weight room and get you way more mobile in your hips and destroy soft tissue work. Soft tissue work is going to clear up a bunch of range of motion because you probably have a lot of jacked up areas in your body, and the mobility is just going to help you move through ranges of motion, and then those ranges of motions will prepare you for throwing a baseball. And for lifting, it's going to be like heavy ass reverse lunges, heavy ass single leg trap bar deadlifts, heavy ass single leg RDLs, lateral to medial jumps. There's so many more that we would do, but we would really destroy that single leg aspect. So what we would do to fix mechanical issues other than hitting the weight room, doing mobility and soft tissue work, and getting just bigger nutrition wise, there's a term called backwards chaining, which is basically a term used to describe plyo training, and it's what we would use to fix these positions. Because I'm not just going to be like, hey, you're late to flip up, get your arm up faster. That's not how it works. I'm going to give you certain drills to fix these positions, and I'm going to do it according to your individualized needs. So that's what it would look like on the throwing side of things. It'd be the same thing for lifting, mobility, and soft tissue. Everything is individualized to you.